whatever space is there.
Is now there. Okay, nice. So let's start with mbona French beans, especially because we're in Machakos. Do French beans do well in this type of area? Tunajua Machakos kuna kuanga na joto, lakini tunajua kumekuwa kukinyesha.
French beans inafanya vizuri. Athi River, Kaba, it's doing well.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So why did you guys particularly place French beans on the land? Mbona muliona French beans na mkuona onions ama kitu ingine?
Hiyo onions pia nafanya, but French beans because of time yake kwa shamba ni around 48 to 52 days. So the work needed is for a short time.
For a short time.
So I can do it's my capital for the long term. Vitu kama cabbage, vitu kama kitunguu, vitu kulipa wafanyikazi, that's what I'm doing.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you mentioned that it takes 48 to 52 days. From the time ianze yuko kwa shamba to the time you remove, like produce.
So from then I harvest for around 1 month. Nafunga.
Okay.
Yeah.
So for that, does your labor need to increase, like the team you're working with? Unafaa kuwa na wao, especially because the land is big. Do you need a big team?
Okay, for production I have like casuals of around 7 to 10. For harvest I have almost 30 to 40 people.
What?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so their works are to just help you in the whole process from the time you plant to the time you harvest. Wow. Okay, let's talk about the soil here. Juu mchanga ya huku tuna sink. So the mixture, this soil looks like it's sandy.
It is sandy clay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's okay for French beans. They're doing well with it. And it means that kama ni hivyo na ina hold water, you need to do the raised beds.
Nafanya raised beds. Hata ukiona sahi kulikuwa kumenyesha, tumepiga drainage. The whole weekend we were doing drainage. So but when it rains during rainy season naekanga raised beds.
Ndio isikuje kuflood na.
Isikuje kuflood. Sinaona kama for example pale imeaffectiwa.
Usually ziko raised. Yeah. Okay. So with time you continue.
Now the rainy season is going, so we are gambling.
Mna manage tu venye iko. So let's talk about a bit of soil preparation or the land preparation when it comes to French beans. Yeah.
Okay, so day one, now land preparation, you found it, it's unprepared.
Yes, it's bare.
So it's bare, we come, tunalima, we prepare the whole land.
Yeah.
Then we put manure. Then now we mix with manure sasa ile ya ng'ombe.
Yeah.
So tunakuja tuna mix. Then tunaweka the drip lines.
Yes.
If you're not doing beds, if it's a flat area, we just do the drip lines kawaida. If it's raised beds, now we measure. There's a measurement we do for the beds.
For the beds,
yeah.
each bed.
Yeah, because from here to there it's equal measurement of beds. So we raise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then from there we plant. There is how we plant. The spacing is around 10 meters.
From one seed to another?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So easy, do people need to... Can you propagate French beans?
No.
You need...
Sijasikia.
Sijasikia. So you need seeds. So nikienda kununua seeds, how much is a seed?
Now, okay, they sell in 100,000 seeds. 100,000 it's packaged like that, yeah. So it's around 20 to 25,000, depends on the variety. Yeah.
Oh, because the different varieties of...
Now like this one is Teresa.
Oh, Teresa. Okay, so kuna Teresa.
Kuna Teresa, kuna vanilla, kuna star, kuna mingi.
Oh, there are many.
Now it depends on what the client, because some clients say French beans ziko too green. Sijaelewa hiyo whatever, but
yes. Oh, so there are types of French beans. Si ati venye tunafikirianga ni one peke yake. Why is there a reason why mnafanya Teresa? Is it because of, as you said, the market also?
But this one does, it's more resistant here. It's more resistant to downy mildew. Yeah.
Like to diseases, and inaweza survive.
Okay. Then it flowers. It has a very beautiful flower. Yeah.
So would I be able to tell between Teresa and any other, like in terms of how it looks? Am I quick to notice that, or it's through the French bean itself?
You will okay, for Teresa and vanilla, there is no much different.
Yeah.
But for Teresa and star, the star is very green.
Oh, hiyo ndio sasa unasema wapendi.
Iko na chlorophyll mob sana.
Okay. All right. You are touched on manure. Ulikuwa umesema manure. Na of course uko na dairy. Hapo ndio manure inatoka. So do you make your own manure through the whole compost process?
I just leave it kawaida. I turn it now for around 3 months.
Okay.
Then it is ready for.
It's ready.
Yeah.
Do you add anything to it? Ama inakuanga tu mostly manure? Manure peke yake.
So ile kitu tunawekanga i accelerate decomposition ni lava. Lava ya hizi butterflies.
Oh, the lava. Yes, the lava.
Yeah, so in accelerate the decomposition.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So after that's done, unakuja kwa land, una prepare, you put your beds if you're putting them, unaweka drip.
Before that, nikilimia, sasa before nike drip ndio naweka hiyo manure.
Unaweka manure kwanza?
Na mix na mchanga, then arrange the drip line.
Yes, then so unaenda kuweka the seeds. Yeah. Okay. So in terms of water, juu sana kuna drip, kukinyesha. Do you really use much of drip, especially now when it's raining?
When it's raining, hata disconnect, so situmiagi sana. Unless akujanyesha in a span of 2 days. Yeah.
Okay. And now for the French beans, because the number of, the period of time it's taking is very short. Most of the crops zinakwanga way above, months away. What type of disease really attacks French beans yenye inaweza kuja as a loss to a farmer?
Like last time, I was really affected by thrips. Thrips ni mdudu ndogo sana.
Mdogo, mwenye anauma leaves?
Nakuja ikiuma hapa, ikiuma
the bud.
Yeah, the bud.
Yeah.
It kills the process of fruition.
Of fruition, yeah.
Yeah, so kulikuwa na outbreak ya thrips that between January February. So that there is thrips, there is aphids.
Yes, aphids hizo kwanza.
But thrips is my major because unajua pale nilikuwa nimepanda kitunguu, so I think zilitoka kwa kitunguu. Zikakuja. Because zikile eggs kwa mchanga zinangojeaga.
Ukileta sasa ni plant zinaanza sasa ku thrive. Okay.
Yeah, then there is rust. There is what? There is spider mites. There is bean fly. Yeah, so there are a lot of
ninis that come and attack them. So now, the minute they attacked, do we resort to spraying? Ama if a certain number of them are affected, tunazitoa?
Okay, it depends. Now, like for I have a spray program.
Yeah.
So it's not necessarily I have to spot it. I just prevent.
Yeah.
So when I'm planting, the first week I spray for bean fly. Because ndio siume root, because bean fly ni a root.
Ina attacking root. Okay.
Then the second week I spray maybe aphids and spider mites.
Yeah.
But usually I have a marker which shows me which mdudu is
currently, and that's why you need the team sasa kuspot, because having such land huwezi enda peke yako ati mtu mmoja. Okay.
So nafanyanga hiyo scouting, tunafanya hiyo scouting like the third day after spraying.
The third day after spraying.
Yeah. Okay. Tunafanya hiyo scouting, tunakuja tunaangalia saa hii imekufa, what are we going to Yeah. But there are some you can't really control because ni food chain. So vitu kama white flies hawezi control sana because unaona kama pale niko na nyasi.
huko.
So na nikispray hapa zinaenda zinajificha huko. Zikingojea imekuwa mild zinarudi.
Okay. So the spray program runs for how long?
Until harvest.
Until harvest. So every time.
So there's a spray program because now like I use there's a foliar spray program.
Okay.
So there's a foliar spray called starter. Foliar is just like fertilizer.
Yes.
So there's a foliar called starter. There's that was the first 2 weeks of germination. Then after that I moved to vegetative. That is the vegetative stage.
Yes.
Then now zikikuja kutoa hii bud ndio na kingine inaitwa fruit and flower. So hiyo sasa nimepiga dawa nyingine, nimechange dawa pia. Yeah.
Okay. So this particular program, is it an agronomist anakusaidia?
Yes. The place I export to is called Kandia. So they have an agronomist who comes to check on the because kuna zile dawa pia zinatakikana kupigwa.
Okay.
Majuu amekataa, watu wa ng'ambo wamekataa. So there are those recommended sprays. I just don't spray anything. Yeah. So I have to consult regularly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Question, do you believe that French beans can be grown organically, like without the sprays?
Yeah. Anything can be. You see now, it depends. But there is nothing that is 100% organic. There is nothing.
So naambia tuna grow organic, hakuna 100%.
Hakuna.
Really? Yes. So you're sure kuna kitu wanekana?
Organic ni marketing gimmick.
Are you trying to say that there are farmers out there wamesema wanafanya all organic?
Hakuna mtu anafanya 100%.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
But it can.
Yeah.
Nimeona mtu anafanya.
Yes.
But si 100%.
Okay.
Because kuna saa ingine organic whatever mode ina fail, you have to use chemical.
Okay. Sawa. We'll be right back after the break.
You are watching TV.
Raukia siku njema na tunukiwa offers kila siku. Pata offers zote mahali pamoja ili uongeze zaidi, utume SMS zaidi na ubrowse zaidi.
Wewe usijali. Tuma namba ya kila supplier kwa hiyo soko. Ndio nitaongea na kila mmoja wao.
Very good. Piga *444 hash utunukiwe Credo double.
Raukia siku njema na tunukiwa offers kila siku.
Oh, hi. It's not what you're thinking. It's a cup of coffee. Coffee, movie. Together, coffee with movie. Every Sunday, 8 p.m. on TV 47, where we bring you interesting, enticing people. Well, we've concentrated on musicians.
Yeah. Yeah.
Producers.
So now I manage because talent management.
Welcome back. We were talking about French beans, And Ian mentioned that he doesn't believe that organic is 100%.
Yeah.
You don't believe that?
I don't believe 100%, especially for maybe it can be 100% if ni mtu the shamba was not used for anything.
So it was virgin
It
land.
has never seen DAP, it has never seen
Then maybe.
CN, and that guy implements manure and natural ways of controlling pests.
Yeah.
But this is where the catch is. If the natural ways fail, he resorts to going to the agrovet to buying what? Pest.
So he wouldn't tell us.
So he won't tell us that. Yeah. Okay. So for me, and for what I know, from what I've experienced, what I've seen it is 80-20, 80% organic, 20% inorganic.
Okay.
You cannot do without chemicals.
You can't.
Yeah.
Sawa, tumemaliza hiyo kesi basi.
But ati mtu akwambia analipa 10 acres of
Nani,
organic.
organic.
It's a lie. It's a marketing gimmick.
Umeambiwa. So
Lakini msinipige sana.
So now we get into the harvesting bit of French beans. Take us through that process, what it's like. Nitajua ni saa ngapi kuharvest. Of course, with the normal checks and you having a team, depending on the size of your land, you'll know ni wakati wa kuvuna.
Okay. Normally, where export to, where the company I export through.
Yes. The company said inaitwa
Kandia. Kandia Fresh Produce.
Yes.
There are levels of beans. Kuna fine na extra fine.
Okay.
Fine ni ikiwa ndogo sana, kidogo
Kuna medium.
kuna nini? Kuna ingine medium before ianze kuseed.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
wanatakanga ya between fine na extra fine.
Okay. Okay.
So mi prefer kupeleka extra kupeleka fine because iko na kilo.
Iko na kilo or more than the
extra fine. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So tukuje kwa shamba. Kabla hata tufiki huko kwa Kandia. How is the process kwa ground?
Okay. So next week it will start flowering.
Yes.
No, actually not next week, this week.
We'll start tumefika around 50 something days, 40 something?
Around 38.
38. So it will start flowering that early.
Yeah. Okay. Because it can flower. Why I'm saying the 52 day is because weather will change, so kukakuwa baridi. When it's cold, some activities they're slower. Okay. Because hakuna jua, so hakuna chlorophyll feeding program
reduce in a slow down. So does that mean before we get into that, does that mean that French beans will grow better in an area that's sort of hot compared to the cold areas, like a French beans Nyeri? Of course it affects the size, the fine and extra fine part.
It will, but now again irrigation, if there's no water, if it's hot, why are you growing? And you don't have water? Because inatakanga maji. Inatakanga maji mingi sana.
Inatakanga maji nyingi. Okay, sawa. So sasa tukuje haya kwa ground sasa. Today is the 30 something day and start flowering this week.
This week it will start flowering. So probably next week but one, end of next week but one, zitaanza kupod. Next week zitaanza kupod.
Okay.
So the other week I should be starting to harvest.
Wow. Okay. So the minute you harvest, because now we can't see any that's bado kwa hiyo stage. The minute you pluck, because there's a way also here, there's a way you pluck it. Will there be more
regrowing? No, now what happens when it flowers majorly. So this will be the first place to be harvested. The top one. Hizi kwanza mbili. So hizi zingine ndio zitaendelea kupod. So I'll harvest like maybe around 4 times depending on
4 times. Nice. Okay. So the minute it okay, how is that process now in terms of price also? Especially because
price now Actually, COVID is the one that had messed us up kidogo because of markets abroad. You see now when the malls aren't open, so wamepunguza tanejile wanachukua na price ikashuka because sasa wame resort to other veggies. Yeah, so price si mbaya, it can go as low as 40 or 30 shillings per kilo to a high of 200 per kilo.
Okay.
Yeah.
So mentioning that COVID has affected this production, meaning that you guys are doing this for export.
Yes.
Why local? Is there any that's going to local? Or?
Yeah, the rejects I do local.
Okay.
But the local market isn't lovely.
To French beans.
Yeah, it isn't because people are just where
French beans umezoea beans zingine but si easy. Okay. For a farmer who would like to also do French beans, would like to go the export side because your side iko na dough, how exactly do they get into that space, especially because you talked about the company Kandia that's helping you out? Yeah.
It's not hard. You just have to meet some requirements.
Like which ones?
Land. You have to have land. You have to have water.
Yes.
You have to have labor. Yeah.
Okay.
Then now you sign a contract with them. Yeah.
Okay. And then that now you'll be able to work with them in terms of even someone, an agronomist coming in to check also. Okay.
Because they have to make sure you're meeting the standards. There is a standard called global gap. Global gap. So it is a set of rules. You're not supposed to spray this chemical. You're not supposed to treat your. It has many things. Workers' welfare.
So everything. Yeah. So if you're planning to get into this, lazima ukue, and you're planning to export, you have to be ready to meet those demands or rather requirements. So the standard is also good because then they're also thinking about hizo French beans venye zitatokezea. So do you think it's a good business in terms of it being export?
I'm here.
Yeah.
So it's not bad. You have just to be resilient in this because sometimes it really messes you up.
Like how?
There can be an outbreak of anything. Ikuje tu ifanye kufagia. And you have losses. Yeah. Now like last time I had losses of French beans because of rust and thrips. Yeah, there are things, they are just...
Ni ile kawaida.
It's business. There are upsides, downsides.
Yeah. Okay. Are there any disadvantages apart from the ones you've mentioned about the rust? Is there any other disadvantage of growing this crop?
Disadvantage.
Saa zingine uko like, ama niibadilishe.
Saa ingine bei inakuanga mbaya.
So cost.
So unapata cause unapata umepanda ulikuwa cause kama like last year when COVID was coming, prices were supposed to go until around 200 bob, 300 bob. And things were there was no cargo movement.
Things were tough.
Yeah. So nikapata ile bei yangu ya 50. Na nikasema well, because now you have to understand how they have to make their cut, they have to make.
So ni kuvumiliana tu. Inakuanga hivyo. There is no plant that is success atakupea 100%. Okay. Lastly, let's do an approximate of an acre like this French beans. Sasa umeweka drip, umeweka seeds.
They vary, They vary because fertilizers. Okay, I'll give you cost in cost of fertilizer.
Okay, like that.
Yeah, 2 bags. 2 bags of DAP. 2 bags of 1 bag of CN, 1 bag of NPK.
Okay.
17. So the bags of NPK and CN I cut na nusu na mix.
Unazimix pamoja.
So nakatanga hiyo cost.
Na hizo bei hizo fertilizer inakuanga around
fertilizer sahi DAP is going for around 3.5.
Then CN?
CN is going for around 2,900.
900. Okay.
NPK is going for 28.50.
28.50.
So the whole thing I've used plus labor plus that will be around 20 Gs somewhere.
Yeah.
Then plus fertilizer, plus foliar, the small things.
The seeds and you'll embed that tree.
Now plus seeds, plus seeds is around 60.
60.
Because seeds are around 25, 24. Yeah. This one I bought 24,000.
24,000. And then of course kuna kuanga na ile cost ya drip.
Yeah. So how I drip nileka kitambo isha rudi. So how I cut costs kama ile ilikuwa imegonjeka nilikata hiyo harvest nika harvest seeds. So sahi the next planting sitaenda kununua seeds.
Utaenda kwa zile. Oh, you can do that?
Yeah.
You can stop the
ime mpaka ikuwe na seeds.
Utanionyesha. Okay.
So kuna hiyo process tunafanyanga, tunapiga hiyo seed.
So unatumia hizo seeds sasa.
Naeka dawa tu. Then
okay. Sawa. Thank you. At least tumeelewa French beans. Hata kama si wengine tuna consumingi French beans locally, we know they're mostly for export.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Sawa. Thank you.
Welcome.
Sasa tuende tuone hiyo place ya ku grade.
Hiyo place ya ku grade.
Sawa. So tumekuja kwa the extraction place where you talked about the French beans that weren't doing so well, and ukasema you can extract the seeds from them. Yeah.
Yes, so hiyo tunafanyanga ku save on buying the seeds.
Yeah.
Actually hata zile zikamaliza production yake na ziendelee kunini, I can save them for seeds again.
Okay.
Yeah. So when we harvest, I mean after now the harvest, kawaida tunazipianga kwa ng'ombe, the leaves.
Yeah.
Zina increase production.
Okay.
But sasa ile sana nataka kukata hiyo cost ya kubuy seeds. I dry them.
Yeah.
Then naziweka mahali tunapiga. Tunapiga from this.
Waso inakauka hivyo.
Inakauka hivi. So tunatoa the seeds from this.
Tunaita niko nayo hapa. Then now you take these seeds na unaanza kuzisasa.
Sasa hizi naziweka kwa dawa kwanza.
Kwa dawa, yes.
Yeah. To kill the